Hi, this is me Furqan and today I am here with a new video of programming tutorial. Today we are going to learn SQL. SQL or structured query language is used to perform different operations on databases. After watching this video, you will be able to perform basic operations like retrieving data from tables, updating data, and deleting data. You will also be able to use common SQL functions and applying different joins on databases. Remember, this video is for beginners only. If you have already familiar with the SQL basics, you can skip this video. So what is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. You can use SQL for reading, updating, deleting data in databases. SQL can do listed operations. We will be looking into these one by one. SQL can be used to execute queries, retrieve data, insert records, update records, delete records. SQL can also be used to create new databases, for creating new tables, and creating store procedures. We will be looking all these in details in this video. So typically a web application has a database management system, for example MySQL. Some server-side language is also used like ASP or PHP, and some designing and styling techniques like HTML or CSS. This whole package is used to create a complete web environment. But in our current video, we are only focused on SQL. SQL can be used for different type of operations. As per its usage, it is divided into three categories: DML, data manipulation language. It is used for inserting, retrieving, updating and removing data from tables. The second is data definition language. It's DDL. It is used for creating tables and altering the structure of tables or views. And the third one is data control language. It is used for permission assignments to database users. In basic tutorial, we will focus on DML only, data manipulation language, which will be used to selecting the records or updating, etc. SQL is not case sensitive. Small select. This is same as select in all caps. SQL statements end with a semicolon, but in modern tools, semicolon is not mandatory. Before going into details of each SQL statement, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for latest videos. We will look into each SQL statement in coming slides. First SQL statement is select statement. Syntax is select followed by column names, then keyword from followed by table name. For example, we have a customers table and we want to get columns customer name and city values. I am highlighting these columns name. For that purpose, we will write select customer name comma city from customers. This is actually the whole select statement. So here are also the results of this select statement. So the next statement is SQL distinct statement. Distinct keyword is used to get unique values in records. If there are duplicate items present in a table, only one row for duplicate items are returned. On left side, we use select country from customers query here, and you can see the results here. Here we have Mexico 2 times returning, but when we execute this query with the distinct keyword, we will get this result. It means the Mexico is only once, so the duplicate values are returned only once when we use distinct keyword. Now we are going to use where clause in the SQL statement. SQL where command is used when we want to filter the records on basis of some conditions. For example, if we write SQL select static from customers where customer ID is equal to 1. This is condition. Where clause is always used with some condition, and here we got some results for this query. As equal to operator is used in previous slide, we can use other operators as well. Equal to operator is used inside where clause to perform an equal condition comparison. Other operators can also be used inside where clause. Other operators may include greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. Here in this way you can use not equal to comparison, and there are some between and operators, some like operators, and in operator. We will be looking into these in details. So SQL where condition can be used in combination, but with use of some logical operator like and, or, and not. Or operator returns record satisfying any one of left or right side condition. We will be looking into it in detail in the next slides. And operator returns record if both left and right conditions are met. And not operator is just a negation operator which changes true to false and false to true. We will be looking all these operators in detail after this slide. So here first example is using AND operator. So this is actually the example of AND operator. AND operator between two conditions, so only those records meeting both conditions are returned. So the condition country is equal to Germany and city is equal to Berlin are returned, and this is the result set for this AND operator. Second example shows OR operator. Here is the second example. Here records matching any of the two conditions are returned, as you can see in the result window. So number of records are 3. So whether city is equal to Berlin is also returned, or city is equal to Mexico is also returned here. And the third example is of NOT operators. So records not satisfying the conditions are returned. So here we got where country is equal to Germany, and before this condition we are adding a not operator. So all customers where country is not equal to Germany are returned. You can combine multiple and or and not operators as per your requirement. You can use them in this way as well. Here comes SQL order by clause. It is used to set the order of records. It may be either ascending or descending. ASC keyword is used for ascending order, and DESC keyword is used for descending order. Result window, here it is showing records in ascending order of country name. You can see ascending order of country column. Here comes another important SQL statement. This is SQL insert into statement. It is used to insert a new entry in any table of database. Syntax is insert into bracket start, column names, then bracket n. After that we will put values keyword, and then again bracket start, put values, and then bracket n and semicolon. Here you can see in example that we have posted a select statement for our customer table. Kindly make sure to include each value inside single quotation mark, especially if it is a string character or varchar value. So you can see that we are putting some string values. That's why we will include this in single quotations. Making comparison of null values is done by is null or is not null keyword in SQL. So we can use null, is null, and is not null in our SQL statements. So here is example: select column names from table name where any column name is not null. In our example, we can put select customer name, contact name, address from customers table where address is not null. So you can make any condition on basis of null values using this null and not null operator. SQL update command is used to change values of any specified column or columns within existing records. Our example will update contact name and city of customers. Here this will update customers table and set contact name column to this value and city column to this value only where customer ID is equal to 1. So customer number 1 will be updated. We can update multiple records based on our where condition. It is important to take notice of where command before using update. Why? Because if you specify some wrong where condition or not using any where condition at all records will be updated, which may be irreversible for some databases. SQL delete statement is used to deleting a record. It is simply a delete command with some where usage, or it will also, if you do not use where clause, it will delete all the records from the table. SQL top command is useful when you want to limit number of results in your selection results. For example, top 10 will only show topmost 10 records from your query. For example, you can use select top 3 static from customers. It means from customers only topmost 3 records are returned. You can use top with percent as well, and you can use it with where condition as well. Here we go with some SQL functions. Min function is used to get min value of any columns from result set. Similarly, max value is used to get max value of any columns from result set. These functions are used with numeric type columns. For example, if you are using select min price as smallest price from products table have the column name price, and you can get minimum value for price column. Similarly, you can get maximum value of price column from product table. Some more functions. SQL count operator will return number of records present in your result set. AVG is used to get average of specified column, and sum will be used to get summation of all values of specified column. Make sure to practice these functions as much as possible to get your grip on these functions. Here, take a breather and kindly subscribe my channel for easy and simple programming videos. So here is some example of count function, average function, and sum function. You can practice them in your own database. SQL-like operator is used in where condition to find records matching some string or characters. It is used for wildcard search. You can use percentage or underscore sign in like operator. Purpose of signs are mentioned in these slides. For example, if you are using percentage, the percentage sign represents 0, 1 or multiple characters. If you are using underscore, the underscore represents a single character. It will be clear to you in the next slide how we can use like operator and these signs. So here are some usage of like operator with percentage and underscore sign. Have a look at these and do practice to get familiar with like operator. Kindly make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more programming videos. If you are using like operator with like this, like, and then after in the single quotation a percentage sign finds any value that starts with a, and like this finds any value that ends with a, like this that have or in any position. So you can pause the video and have a detailed look on this slide. Some example of like operator are given in our scenario. We have a customers table and a column customer name, and we can use like this. First is showing all customers where customer name starts from A, and the second query is showing will return only those customers where customer name ends with G. SQL in operator is used where user wants or condition between different values of same column. For example, if you want to get customers from either Germany, France or UK, you can use multiple OR conditions, or you can use SQL in operator like this. Here comes the SQL between operator. SQL between and operator is used as replacement of multiple greater than and equal to operator. If you want to get products where price is greater than 10 and less than 20 or 30, you can use price between 10 and 30 as well, like this. Here not is also used. You can use between and like this, and you can also place a not before between. SQL allows assigning custom aliases to different columns as well as tables. These aliases are only for query usage. Column alias will show the column values but with custom specified header, while you can use table aliases in complex queries to avoid ambiguities for calling different column names. For example, here you can see that ID as an alias and customer as an alias is used for customers table columns. Customer ID will be shown as ID and customer name will be shown as customer. And here you can use C as customer table and O as orders table. So you can use this C and O for calling their respective columns. An important concept of SQL is SQL joins. SQL joins combine result of multiple tables, and there are different type of joins. We will be looking into them in detail. SQL inner join returns record matching in both tables. So you see inner joins, and this is the graphical representation of this. Only these area is returned. So inner join returns record that have matching values in both tables. So left join returns all records from the left table and matched records from the right table. So here you see graphical representation. The green area is the returned output of the query for left join, and the white area is not returned. Similarly, the right join returns all record from the right table and matched records from the left table. So these matched records are also returned, and from right table all records are returned. Full outer join returns all records when there is a match in either left or right table. So it is matching are also returned, and from table 1 not matching are also returned, and from table 2 not matching are also returned. We got order table and customer table. So inner join will return only those orders which has existing customer related to it. So here actually is the inner joins. Order is our table 1 or left table, and customer is our table 2 or right table. So only the records matching these conditions are returned. Here is the condition. So this is the syntax of inner join. So now SQL left join. SQL left join or left outer join, it is also called as left outer join, returns all record from table 1. In our example, table 1 is customer, but only matching records of table 2, which is order. Order is right table or table 2. So this data is returned. SQL right join or the right outer join returns all record from table 2. Table 2 is actually orders, but only matching records of table 1. and table 1 is actually the left table, customers table. So graphically it is represented like this. Full join or full outer join, it returns all records from both the tables, matching or non-matching. It is possible in SQL to make a table join with itself on basis of some condition or conditions. Example shows customer table join with itself where customer ID is different but city is same for both A and B tables. Here is the condition. A and B both are customers table. Now we get SQL union operator. Union operator is used to merge different queries output show those outputs as a same result set. More details are given on slide. Union by default returns unique records, but for allowing duplicate entries, union all is used. For example, if you run this query, it will unite customers table with itself, but if you are using union all, it will show duplicate values as well. SQL allows grouping of result set on some column, but once column A is used to group, then any other column of the table may be used with some aggregate functions to return for a single record to satisfy grouping. For example, if you are using group by country, then if you are selecting customer ID, then you should use some aggregate function with only that column which are not used in group by clause. So country is used as it is, but for customer ID you can use some aggregate function. When using some aggregate function, having clause can be used in replacement of where clause. It is used to specify some condition. Syntax is shown in example. Practice as much as possible to get familiar with SQL concepts. Practice is the key here. Take a breather and kindly subscribe to my channel and hit bell icon for more programming videos. SQL exist operator returns only those rows which matches the primary key customer ID from given subquery results. So here you can see there is a subquery here which returns customer ID from orders table, and then there is a exist operator which actually finds customers for this customer ID. This is the results. We got only 2 valid customers in orders table. SQL any operator returns true if any of the subquery value meets the condition. Here is the query return. SQL all operator returns true if all of the subquery values meet the condition, and here is the query. Select static into customers backup 2021 from customers. This actually select into statement creates a new table named customers backup 2021 and also copies all data from customers table into the newly created table. Insert into select is used to insert some data into some table by getting values from some other table. Example of syntax is shown here. You can get some data from customers table and insert into customers copy table. Here is the case statement. Case statement is used as if else if statement. You can see the syntax of the case statement. Here you can see the syntax, and on the right side we got the output of this statement. There is also a function is null function. Mentioned SQL query will return text no city name, no city returned if city column is null for any record. You can see that is null function is used on city column, and if the city is null, this is returned, and at the bottom we get the result of this query. So now we got some store procedures. Store procedure are user defined blocks of SQL queries or queries which may take some input variables and out some result set. Important thing here is once a store procedure is created, you can execute it any time later by using exec command. For example, this whole script is creates a store procedure with the name this, and we got some input parameter this, and this will do just select all columns from customers where city is equal to the parameter passed, and you can execute this store procedure like this, and your output will be this. So you can also use comments as a double hyphen in SQL commands, and comments are just for knowledge and will not do anything in query. Thanks for watching this video. Kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for future notifications.